Good morning, Maria. My name's Nina Bishop and welcome to the Brushbox Counselling Service. I'm glad you could make it here today. So, in the waiting room, did you get a chance to read these information sheets?
Yeah, I did.
Yes, so the client's rights and responsibilities.
Yeah.
Yep. And the information sheet about our service here, the fee structure, how to make a cancellation, the sort of notice we need.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay.
That.
Well, they're your copies.
Okay.
Yeah, they're your copies. And you filled out, I see you filled out some details there for me, your contact details, your address and what have you.
Yeah.
That's my copy. Thank you very much. Okay. So I'll be needing to just take a few more notes if that's okay. You okay with that? For instance, culture. I'm just wondering, do you identify with Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islanders cultures?
No.
Okay. And any other culture you'd like to share with me?
Or Greek culture. My parents are Greek. I grew up in a Greek community.
Oh, lovely. Sounds great. All right. So the language that you speak at home, is that English?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're probably not going to need an interpreter?
No.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Okay.
But I am a bit sort of, well, I'm new to counselling. I don't really understand how it works.
Okay, so this is a new experience?
Yeah.
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'll be explaining a little bit about the counselling process and the kind of process that we use here, the kind of structured counselling process. So yes, it's all about developing a better self-understanding so that you can work out where you are and where you'd rather be. And it's a very practical process, and it's structured so that it supports you to develop goals, and together we'll develop those goals and review them as we go along, break them up into smaller steps so that you've got the best chance of achieving them and also going to where you want to be. So together we're going to be establishing a plan, and that's realistic and doable in order for you to achieve those goals. And the process is for you. You're in charge of what you want to achieve, and how much you tell me, and what you tell me. So do you have any feelings or concerns about counselling, Maria?
I suppose I'm feeling a bit unconfident about doing it properly.
Okay. Well, there's no proper way. There's no right or wrong way, and your feelings are valid, of whatever they are. Even being unsure today, perfectly valid, perfectly reasonable, perfectly understandable.
Oh, good.
So, Maria, this space that we have here is a safe and non-judgmental space for you to explore what's going on. And you have a right to confidentiality. And your information will only be released unless I feel that you're in imminent danger, or in fact if the court of law demand it, or if there are children at risk, sexual abuse, for instance. Otherwise, it's completely confidential. This is your safe and non-judgmental space.
Just you and me. Well, that's a relief actually, because I don't think I want my partner to know I'm coming. I haven't really talked to him about this, and he thinks I'm getting help with sleep.
Okay.
Because I've not been able to sleep lately. So that's good.
So that's been going on for a while? That you haven't been able to sleep?
Yeah, long. Oh, it feels like months.
So that must be very draining.
Oh,
feeling tired?
Totally.
Yeah.
Messes with your head. Can't think.
So months, so 6 months, a year?
Oh God, probably about 4 months.
Yeah.
God, that's long enough. How come?
Yeah. So Maria, I'm wondering what you might be expecting from counselling.
Yeah, well, I suppose I just want to get my life back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just don't know what's happened. I don't know where it's gone. It's sort of gone off the rails, and I need it back.
So you want to get your life back.
Mm.
You feel that you've lost it somewhere along the way. And so when we talk about your life, it might be something to do with those needs, which we'll explore later. I've got a list of needs here that goes along with the reality therapy. And we'll be stepping through those a little bit later. So, Maria, the reality therapy is all about asking the questions to develop a better understanding of your needs and how you might want to go about getting those needs met. And often we go through life without really understanding whether what we're doing is effective in getting those needs met. So we'll be looking at that as well.
Okay.
So the counselling is within usually a time frame of about 10 weeks, and you have a right to terminate a counselling session or terminate a counselling process. You have a right to ask to see a different counsellor or to make a complaint. So without the fear of any negative effect from making that complaint as well. This process, as I said, is for you. So Maria, does that sound okay to you? Would you be willing to commit to the counselling process?
What happens if it's not working for me?
That's a really good question. Yeah. Because this counselling process is for you, and it's you have a right for safe, respectful and effective counselling. And if it's not working, you can change it. Okay. As I said. Yeah. All those rights are yours. So how does this sound? Does it sound like you can commit now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
okay. Sound like it might be what you're needing? Okay.
We'll see.
All right.
It sounds good.
Yes, and you can change it if it's not working.
Yeah.
So Maria, what's been happening?
Well, I've got two daughters. I've got a 16-year-old Christine.
Right, Christine.
And Diane is 9.
Okay. Yes.
And Diane's still at home, but Christine left home about a year ago. Under really bad circumstances.
Right.
It was very painful. We've been getting, for a long time, we've had a great relationship, and then she started getting really moody and angry with me and not talking, and it just built up, and then she decided she needed to leave home. She told me she just had to go. She didn't really explain why. She just says that she didn't, want to be living there anymore. It's just broke my heart that she wants to do this. But she asked me to support her to do it. She said she just can't live there anymore, but she wouldn't explain to me. So it's all very distressing and confusing. But I had to help her go because that's what she really wanted.
You supported her during that time?
Well, yeah, I supported her to go and find a place, and she was happy with that, at least. And then the other thing is my other daughter now. She's gone. She's acting strange too. She's strange for how she's normally been.
So you don't understand what's going on for her? I don't know
what's happening for her. She seems to want to be away at her friends. She's always got some excuse for sort of not doing things together. Like now, school holidays, for 2 whole weeks, she's organised to stay with her cousin. My sister, she loves them. She's always over there, but It's like she loves me more than she loves me.
Mm.
So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Obviously I'm doing something wrong. Both my daughters like that. That's just, it's not right, is it?
So you feel that you're taking some of the blame? You think you're feeling that you're doing something wrong?
Must be, mustn't it? What else could it be? I mean, I can't, like, they're not talking to me. They won't tell me why. They won't really, they're not opening up like they used to. They're angry with me.
Okay. So you live at your home. There's yourself and your two daughters and your partner.
Well,
and
one daughter at home and
right.
Jack, my partner.
Jack's your partner, and he's is he the father of the children?
No.
Right. Okay. Okay. So I'm hearing. I just want to see if I've got the information right. And so what I'm hearing is about a year ago, your older daughter moved out.
Yeah.
And it was terribly confusing for you. And even though you didn't understand why she was moving out and why she was angry at you, seemingly, you supported her. You supported her during that process to move out, but to find a flat or do all those kind of things in setting up a place for her.
Yeah, I did. She didn't know what to do, so there's a lot to do.
Yeah, you support. It sounded like a very caring thing to do, and especially it sounded like you were being blamed. She was angry at you. So Maria, I'd like you to just realise that one, that you were being very caring and supportive. Now your younger daughter also now something's happened to your relationship there, and she's wanting to spend time away at your sister's place with her cousins, I believe. Is that right? Okay. So there was a time there where you spent time with your sister and the cousins?
Yeah. It was
so
regular.
Can you tell me about that time when you were close with your sister? And
we were. I suppose we got really close after my husband died.
Okay, your husband died?
Yes, a few years ago. And it was a hard time. It was really hard, but my family was really there for me. And they were wonderful. And we really got close, my sisters and my mother and father.
Right.
And my girls, and we were there. We were there every weekend. We used to go to picnics together. We were calling each other. We were really in each other's lives. So,
okay. So how long ago was it your husband died?
Oh, it was 3 years now.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So Maria, I'm hearing that you had a very close relationship with your parents and your sister, and your daughters also had a close relationship there, and you had a network. So I'm wondering what needs were met back then.
My needs?
Yeah, what needs of yours, and perhaps the daughters, if you can think that much, but let's just talk about yours mainly. Your needs, what were they met? So you can use this sheet here. There's
love and belonging.
Love and belonging, yeah?
Yeah, there's a lot of very loving. They were wonderful. I really felt supported when my husband died. They really rallied and felt very loved.
Yeah.
And belonged to this, wonderful family and the wider community too.
So could this be referring to the life that you're saying that you lost?
Yeah. Yeah.
And what about freedom? How was that, and fun?
Well, that seems to have gone too. Yeah. Don't seem to have much fun, especially with the girls like this. I'm just feeling really sad.
Okay. So if we can just step back then, your husband died, you were supported by your family, you managed to create this wonderful network for yourself, and you had freedom, so you had choices to do what you wanted to do and choices about your life, and then something changed. So I'm just wondering, can you think back, tell me
I did have
what happened?
choice, I was really strong. I had choice. Yeah, I used to do what I wanted when I wanted. And I suppose that's changed, hasn't it?
Okay, so...
Well, yeah, it's like I have this partner. Really, Jack really likes to get his own way, I suppose.
Mm.
He's a good man, but, oh yeah, I suppose that's changed things. He used to be really good with Jack. When I met him, we were really, it was a wonderful relationship. It was a real romance. We were really together, and he got on famously with the girls. They really liked him.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. It was, I felt like we could be a family together, so we moved in.
Okay, so you and the girls moved into his home?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
really wanted that. And
Yeah.
he was really connected with them, and he used to come to my family.
You used to go to the gatherings too?
He did.
Yeah.
He did, but that sort of petered out. We sort of lost interest in coming. Yeah.
All right, so I'm hearing that you're quite worried about how things have changed, your relationships with your daughters, and that things were good with Jack, but now they're not so good with your partner. Is that?
Well, I mean, it's still, it's changed things. Yeah, I suppose I'm seeing that talking about it now, it really has changed things. And there is less freedom, in a way, because I'm thinking of him more. And he doesn't want to go, so I often sort of don't go because he wants me to stay with him. And that's why I'm sort of missing out, aren't I? Yeah.
Because you're missing out.
Yeah.
But the girls seem to still make contact with your sister and the cousins at least.
Well, Diane particularly, she's really, she's there all the time. Particularly she's growing up with her cousins, and it's wonderful. I'm really pleased she's got that. But I'm sad I don't.
Okay, so at some point you've become unsure as a mother. I heard you say that you must be doing something wrong. Right.
Well, Jack says I'm useless, so...
Okay.
Yeah, he's... I don't know.
Mm.
But I don't know, it's like... We were good.
Mm.
You know, like maybe I'm okay as a mum, really.
Yes.
I don't know where it's gone wrong.
Mm. Well, things were good, and you had a very close relationship. You were getting your needs met, and you were very close with your girls. And you developed this wonderful network with your extended family. But then things changed.
Yeah.
And you stopped going to these events with your family.
Really, they're much rarer now, and when I go, I'm on my own. Jack doesn't want to come. Yeah, and he was a bit sort of funny about it, seems. So I sort of like tend not to go as much because of that.
Okay. So
Yeah,
Maria, does it, do things get a little bit tense at home sometimes?
Well, Jack does get angry. He does get a bit angry. And critical. But look, I just want to make this relationship work. You know, I don't want to fail at this relationship. I really... You know, he's not a bad man, really.
Okay. So sounds like you're really wanting to make this relationship work.
Yeah, there's a lot that's good about it.
And I'm wondering if you're worried about being left alone, about being lonely.
Yeah, I do. I do feel lonely now. I mean, When I think about it, now we're talking about it, I miss my family. I miss my girls.
And a close relationship you have.
That's lonely.
Okay. So I heard you say also that you must be doing something wrong. Sometimes we accept responsibility for things that are not ours to take. And I'm just wondering if you're feeling a little bit lonely, if you're blaming yourself, perhaps that might be affecting your sleep and the relationship that you're missing with your daughters, that it might be affecting your sleep as well. I'm just wondering, what do you feel about that?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, really. I suppose I'm trying to put on a brave face, but I think it would be affecting my sleep. I mean, I'm even taking sleeping pills now. Which is something I thought I'd never do.
Right, that's
I
not
really don't
something
like,
you've done in the past?
I hate taking drugs, so it feels bad to be doing that. But I don't know what else to do. It's like I can't sleep, so Dad'll go crazy.
Well, it's very hard to function well when we don't get enough sleep. So you're feeling tired, overwhelmed.
Oh, yeah, living in a fog.
Yes, so that's not good for clarity. So I'm really glad you're here talking today.
Yeah.
So Maria, you spoke a little bit earlier about wanting to get your life back. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
You mean what do I want back?
Yeah, what do you want back?
What do I want back? Well, those relationships. I'm really realising from talking with you that, they were a big part of my life, my family.
Yeah.
I mean, Diane's going. I can go too with her and have more time with my sister, that sister and the other sister, and, connect with my parents more. I suppose I've pulled away in a way, I'm seeing. Yeah.
And what might be some other things that met your needs when you had a life?
Yeah,
when you had your life.
What did I have that I don't have now? Well, I used to go to yoga. I used to go to yoga every week.
Every week?
Every week. I loved yoga. So good for me, so relaxing. Yeah, and then I'd meet friends afterwards, go with a friend, and then we'd have coffee, and it was wonderful. I'd like that back.
Right, so you stopped going to yoga at some point.
I did.
Okay.
Things happened and it sort of, I don't know why, but yeah. I'd like to go to yoga. That's I forgot about it,
Yes,
so much happens all with the girls. I suppose this happening with Christine really, it really threw me.
So I'm wondering what might have stopped you from going to yoga when it was meeting your needs.
Well, that's, I suppose all the drama around Christine. And not, just feeling really confused about what was happening and trying to do the right thing but not knowing what it was. And I suppose I got so sort of emotionally sort of caught up in that I've just, forgotten about those good things. In myself.
Stop thinking more about your needs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you put it that way, talking about needs, yeah. I really have stopped thinking about my own needs. So it's really good to sort of realise that.
Okay, so I'm just wondering, Maria, things get a little bit tense at home. Sometimes you mentioned that, Jack gets a little bit angry.
Yeah, he does.
Is there do you perhaps sometimes feel that your partner's jealous or controlling of you?
Oh, look, I wouldn't. I don't know. I don't think he's very jealous, really.
Mm-hmm.
He just wants me to be with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He wants you to be by his side?
Well, he just likes being together, so yeah, wants me to himself, which is sort of nice.
Mm-hmm. And you don't feel lonely, at least, when you've got that? Okay. So, you've mentioned you want to get your life back. You've mentioned how much yoga you did, and how you did that regularly, and it met a need for connection and relaxation. Okay, you've mentioned that. So, I'd like now to perhaps talk about some goals, to develop a couple of goals that during the week that you'll be able to achieve, something that you'd want to do to meet your needs. So, yeah, what might they be?
I'm going to go to yoga. Definitely.
Right. It sounds like you've really connected with how that
You
met.
really helped me remember that.
Okay.
I love doing that, and that'll
All right.
help me relax.
Yeah. Okay. Going to yoga.
So, because, that might help me sleep better too.
Mm-hmm. They do the body scan thing through, don't they? Yoga Nidra, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's great.
Yeah. All right. And what else? That's one goal. What else might help you, support you?
Oh, I realise how much I'm missing my family. It's probably been 3 weeks since I've seen my parents. So I'm going to see them. I'm
Okay.
going to go and see them. And visit my sister. Like, make the initiative myself.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Take the initiative, yes.
Mm-hmm. And when would you be doing that?
When? Do you want me to tell you how to actually...
Not the date, but...
Oh, well, soon.
Soon?
This week?
This week?
Yeah.
Yep, good. Great.
Yeah, I miss them.
Yes. Great. All right, so I've written down the goals for you. Does that look about right?
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you've written it down. This is serious. Okay.
It's for you.
Yeah. So you're going to check on me next week.
We're going to discuss your goals and review them, and maybe talk about some longer term goals.
Well, it'd be good to talk to somebody about how it went.
So Maria, would you be happy for a little bit of homework?
What sort of homework?
Okay, so this little booklet, if you're interested to read this, it's about healthy relationships and what a healthy relationship might look like, and what we can do, or how to identify things when a healthy relationship goes wrong, when there are things wrong.
Is that for me?
Yes, you can take that home if you like.
Okay. And we can talk about this too.
So the other thing is that, just a suggestion, we've got a neighbourhood centre, which I think is pretty close to where the yoga school is. You might have seen the neighbourhood centre there, our local neighbourhood centre. There's a women's resource service there, and in that women's resource service, it has a library and a nice comfy lounge, so that if you wanted to go and have a look at some of those books and booklets like this one, to get all sorts of topics, but a lot to do with relationships and similar vein to this. And there's some great people there to talk to as well, women's resource people. And as I said, a comfy lounge, tea and coffee. You can go there, make yourself a coffee. If you don't want to take those books home, you can just sit there and read them there. So perhaps you could go once to this to the neighbourhood centre, get familiar where that women's resource service is. How does that sound? Would you have time for that?
Yeah. I'll have a look. Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. So, Maria, safety is very important, so I'm hoping that you can keep yourself safe during the week and do whatever you need to do to keep yourself safe. There's also Apart from that booklet, you've got the resource service. So how do you think we're going here, Maria?
Well, it's been good to talk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel more positive. I feel like there's somewhere to go now. So thank you. It's been great.
My pleasure.
Yeah. I'm wondering if we can meet for coffee. Like, is it okay if I have your number and maybe call you? And
Well, Maria, counselling is a contracted and formal relationship, and so we won't be meeting for coffee, but we will be meeting here for the next 9 weeks to go through this process, so long as this process works for you.
okay.
As I said earlier,
Sure.
you have a right to quality and respectful counselling, and this is what the process is all about. In order for you to develop your self-understanding of what's going on for you in this safe space.
Well, that sounds good. Really.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be seeing you anyway.
You will be.
Yeah.
So here's a card with the phone number of, so that'll go to the reception if you need to cancel an appointment,
right. Okay.
giving us at least 24 hours notice.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can make the appointment, but I imagine same time next week. Will that suit you for the counselling?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't work on Tuesday, so that's good.
That's great. All right. Thank you very much, Maria. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you, Nina. It's been great.